Moon. Now a leaping catch. He's got it. 27 yards there, a first down. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Now a first down throw, Moon. And that going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. To throw, Moon. That's caught by Rison. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Moon. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
A first red zone opportunity of the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. Moon. This will be caught inside the 10. And the Buccaneers are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he will fight his way into the end zone. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Buccaneers are on the board here first in the season opener. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This taken in at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And they'll be led out by an exciting athlete. 4th overall pick in the draft out of Florida, Anthony Richardson.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now because it leads to a couple of snaps per game where you just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want, but this guy, he is hard to corral.
And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Well, there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Richardson to throw. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. A nice throw right there, and these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. And I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave, embrace it. Go ahead and play to that level, and I think it's going to benefit him in the long run.
1st and 10, it's Richardson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. And Richardson back to throw it. On the out route, this ball complete to Graham. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run it. Here's Lynch. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Running for it. Here's Lynch. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll run again with Lynch. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Vikings respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it was all finished off by the 17-yard touchdown run. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. And we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But two kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't. I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I want to have something different. And I really wanted the special teams coach to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
What about, this is the other one, guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen some make the switch. Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Swift, Braxton Berrios, amongst others.
Yeah, and you know something? When you see those guys make that move, I don't mind that at all right? A little more expressionism for these guys. I love it. I just think we didn't go far enough. What about double zero, like Jim Otto used to wear or Kenny Burrow used to wear? Let's add that back to the NFL jerseys.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara.
And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Third and 9 here.
Now Moon. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. JPP cruising in for the sack that time.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
The Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game.
Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. First and 10, Richardson looks to throw it.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered, because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
Now this one from about 2 counties over. After the sack, they come up on a 2nd and very long.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone, loose. Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is, how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations? In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here.
Oh, my goodness. Now that is going to be out of bounds on the free kick. And that's a big mistake. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out. 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Into the hands of Rison. That's complete.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he's going to be stopped just short of the 1st down marker at the Vikings 42. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Now, I'm not putting him in the Hall of Fame, but if you look at the great linebackers in history, they all have that ability to innately sense where a play is going, sometimes even before the ball snapped, and they're there and end up making the play.
Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
Minnesota's offense takes over possession. Remember, they had the safety go against them the last time they had it. Fortunately, their defense just forced the punt, so they'll try again as they start 1st and 10. Now Richardson.
Over the middle, complete. That's Lynch. Bring up 2nd down. Through 1 quarter, 9-7 our score. 2nd quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football.
From the 29, here's the 2nd down and 4. Now it's Richardson. On a slant, he's got Sanders. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10.
Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6.
And the Vikings are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is up to 5. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Taken at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Back now comes Tampa Bay. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. Was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here's Kamara off the draw. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Moon to throw.
That is caught.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara.
To the 43, 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
To throw on 3rd down.
Moon. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
What a career he continues to have. That catch is number 815. That ties him with Hall of Famer Shannon Sharp.
And just think about this. The only people ahead of him in the tight end position in catches, Antonio Gates, Jason Witten, and Tony Gonzalez. You catch 815 passes as a tight end in the NFL, call your tailor and get measured for the gold jacket.
Back to the ground. It's Kamara. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 9.
Operating from the gun. Moon. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 31-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his one-on-two matchup.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Moon. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 26-yard line.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
From the gun, here's Moon. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
Field goal coming from Younghoe Koo.
From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And that will cut the lead down to just 2.
So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in this 2nd quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down.
They set up the screen to Lynch. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
3rd and 5. Richardson looking to throw this.
He'll dump it off complete to Lynch. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
A nice completion there for the 1st down. And Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about...
And now the rookie's free.
Inside the 10.
Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that makes this a 9-point game. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And a pretty good run there in the end to top it off. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
The ball is out. Kamara fumbled it.
And the Vikings pick up the football. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. But he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
Well, look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
To throw on second down, Moon. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cobb. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Pushing through the contact. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10.
Minnesota now ready for their next possession.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd and 9. Richardson.
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down.
So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
Missed.
He will not go down. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Now this offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Richardson looking to throw.
Over the middle, complete. That's Lynch.
And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage one play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to...
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Vikings are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Tucker now to add the point after. And that will make this a 16-point lead. So that drive 6 plays, 75 yards. And it's polished off by a Viking score. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
On 1st down, it's Moon. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Open man, it's the tight end, Kelsey.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Give him 32 on the play.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit, and that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Throwing on 1st down, Moon. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
We'll get this one underneath to Kamara.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Here is 3rd and 5.
Operating from the gun, Moon.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they are going to have a 1st down, and they're in field goal range as well as they're down inside the 20.
Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And that will... Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season.
It looks like we'll have to wait another week to get our first halftime report of the season as we move right along to the second half.
We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. He's still on his feet.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Now the Vikings offense set to go to work to begin this third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Richardson now on second down.
To the right side, and he's got Edelman. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. First down, the run with Lynch. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's second down and 3.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Again, they'll pound it with Lynch. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Second and 6.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. They dump it off to Lynch. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Operating from the gun, Richardson.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Another completion there. And we think back to the draft in the spring. This franchise essentially handing him the keys to the operation, a top 5 pick. Charles, how ready do you think he is?
I think he's ready for the NFL in terms of size, speed, the makeup of him, the character of him. The key's going to be, will this team accept everything he brings to the game and adapt to it, not just necessarily plug him into something that he doesn't do well.
Richardson to the air on first down.
Sanders has it over the middle. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
They'll try the middle with Lynch. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
127 yards rushing for him now here in week 1. A very solid start to this new campaign.
A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal.
They'll run with Lynch.
And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Bettis is in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
The Vikings leave the offense on the field as they're going to line up and go for two.
Richardson will throw for it.
And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it, so a sack on the two-point try. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
And that one complete downfield to Allen.
A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 43 yards. Now look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A play fake. Now Moon. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
Jason Pierre-Paul in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. And that's his 2nd sack in this one.
And you just can't ask a defensive end or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And, partner, it's still just the 3rd quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting a sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Moon. Throwing left side, it's complete. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. To throw, Moon.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 22-yard line. He can really smell 800 catches right now because that last one puts him at 799, knocking on the door. Now a 1st down throw, Moon.
Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete. 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener.
Here's Moon. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They have certainly looked his way in this 3rd quarter. Another catch, and it's good for a 1st down. And that catch, he just hit number 800 in his NFL career.
And just think, that puts you in top 35 range all time in the NFL in terms of number of catches. One significant guy in that number, Shannon Sharp. who was a tight end. That's big-time play right there.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Kamara.
And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Again, Kamara. And he'll be stopped up short as the tackle is made at about the 3.
Can this Vikings D hold up one more time? 3rd and goal.
Swift.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
And now down 3 scores. I don't think there's any decision at all. You've got to go for it because you don't know how many more times you're going to get an opportunity. Field goals, they're not going to cut it in this situation.
Field goal coming from Younghoe Koo.
From the right hash, and this one just a chipping.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And that'll get the deficit back to 16.
So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple of scores.
And at this point in the 3rd quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point after a touchdown.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your runner.
That's a combination any coach wants, and we'll see if he can find that end zone once more.
On 1st down, Richardson.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Lynch up the middle.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Richardson to throw. This one brought in by Jefferson.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a
receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points.
Charles, a well-drawn-up play, beautifully executed, and look at the scoreboard and where we're at in the 2nd half. They are on their way to a 1-0 start to this season.
Exactly what every team in the league dreams of. Winning your season opener, getting off to that good start, and building confidence for the rest of the season.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Moon. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10, down at the 33. Looking to throw. Moon. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
51 yards rushing for him now to this point.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
This 2nd and 4.
Now Moon. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This will be 3rd and 15. Back to throw. Moon. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. A great play there. 26 yards.
And the Buccaneers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Now, this opening game has certainly not gone their way to this point, but yeah, that touchdown may be a glimmer of hope for the long season ahead.
And no one in this league likes to talk about moral victories. No one likes to really just say, okay, well, maybe something went right. But you're exactly right about that. A little glimmer there. Maybe they can carry it over moving forward.
Now the Bucs offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. And he's going to get into the end zone for 2. And they're back within 2 scores. Down 15 now. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This fielded right at the goal line.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
And he's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see a back just kind of have a grin on his face every time his number is called, because he doesn't feel like there are going to be any lost yardage plays, nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A give to Lynch from the shotgun.
And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. Now 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, Richardson. Well, Sanders, what an impressive catch. A gain there of 30 big ones.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Up the middle they run with Bettis. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Richardson to throw off play action.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Sanders. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
But defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand.
And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown.
Anthony Richardson.
A 4-yard touchdown scamper.
And the Vikings are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
What a call there on the quarterback draw. You want to spread the field and just tell your QB, hey, find a lane and go. And he's able to get the defense in a vulnerable spot and then take it into the end zone.
Tucker now for the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. So that drive in total 8 plays.
And it was Anthony Richardson who took it into the end zone to finish things off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This taken in at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter.
On 1st and 10, Moon. Caught by Cobb. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
From the 31, here comes 2nd and a yard.
A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Two yards still to go. 3rd down now.
Moon to throw.
That is caught.
Allen nipped